everybody. I'm Johnny Jello. How you doing tonight? Oh yeah, Phoenix. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm glad you guys are happy and clapping. I'm happy about something myself. I am #1 on Google. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. Page 7. Okay, but so, you know. No, actually, I do come up first, and the only one that knows about it is my mom, and she's like, "Oh my God, Johnny, you're making it. You're gonna be famous." I'm like, yeah, because, you and my Uncle Sparrow are the only one that actually know I'm #1 on Google. You guys are the only ones that give a shit. That's awesome. Thank you. Lots of support in my family, let me tell you. I was thinking to myself, though, it's kind of nice being #1 on Google because it will be easier to make me famous, especially when cancel culture comes around. Because think about it for a second. If I say some shit that offends people, it's going to be real easy to find Johnny Jello. You just Google it, and I come up first. Then people don't have to dig through all the archives and all the BS. They just find my stuff right there. Because people always try to cancel somebody, right? And it's like, oh my God, what did that guy say? And then you can't find, like, Skydancer 67. It's like, who the hell's that guy? But not me, baby. I'm more famous than half you OnlyFans women out there. Let me tell you what. That's right. That's right. Be jealous of all this. Feast your eyes. That's right. Now, it makes my wife a little jealous, though, because she's got one of those businesses where she sells, little scents and things like that, diffusers and whatnot. And she tries to make sales all the time, and she's like, how do I boost my popularity? I'm like, you're going to have to show your butt. I'm sorry. That's the only time you're going to get famous on the internet. Not me, though. I don't want to scare you guys. I don't show my butt. Unless you have $20 after the show. I'm parked in a dark area in the parking lot. $20, I'll show you my butt. Anybody down for that? Anybody? One customer. All right. Starting bid, $20. If anybody wants to go higher, you just let me know. I'll start rambling off. It's all good. I love it, though, man. I was in the shower before I came here because, listen, fat people, we sweat, okay? Yeah? That guy knows what I'm talking about. He's wearing a jersey. He's like, I smelled that hand raise from here, sir. It's all right. Was that Axe deodorant? Yeah? All right. What do you use, like Phoenix or Kilo? What is it? Those are the old school ones from the early 2000s. All you older people know about this stuff. Sir, I'm looking at you. No, you got to wash up, man. I recently, I joined the gym. I joined Planet Fitness. Anybody work out there? No? All right. Well, I got the black card because I'm not racist, Doing what I can to support things. Black cards matter. I figure, I can get, tanning beds and all that good stuff. But I decided not to tan inside the gym because if I start smelling BLT sandwiches while people are trying to work out, that's kind of rude. So I reserve that for other people. I reserve that for the skinny people. That and I don't want to break the damn machine. Okay? Look at me. I mean, seriously. But I did lose 70 pounds between last year and this year. So I'm pretty happy about that. Thank you. Yeah. That was a lot of freaking work. Oh my God. And I have to do something because you got to get the doctor off my back. You know what I mean? It's like I walk into the doctor. He's got this whole freaking PowerPoint presentation for me, right? He's like, Johnny, look at this here. This chart says you're overweight. I'm like, dude, I've been here for an hour and a half. I'm overweighting for my next meal. Like, move this forward here, Next thing he's telling me is like, well, it says here your cholesterol's a little high. I'm like, dude, that's a picture of Willie Nelson. Like, seriously? What, a 5-year-old put this together for you? And he's like, well, it also says, look, you got a fatty liver. I'm like, first off, that's organ shaming. And second, that's Peter Griffin, okay? That's messed up, man. He sent me to the cardiologist and stuff. He's like, I just want to make sure your heart's healthy. You've been overweight for a long time. I go to the damn cardiologist. He's like, hey, Johnny, we're going to put you on a stress test. I'm like, well, I didn't even bring my wife and kid. What the hell? You put me on the spot. It's messed up, man. Then he's another one. He's like, make sure you show up 45 minutes early to fill out paperwork. It was just something saying if we kill you on this stress test, we're not responsible. And then I had to wait another hour and a half to get back there. Then they're taking your blood pressure after you're chasing the nurse down to get to the last room in the freaking building. Like, are you serious? She's like, your blood pressure's a little high. I'm like, yeah, I just marathon ran back here. Like, what the hell? Like I'm some freaking Jason stalker. Like, no, man, it's not cool. It's not good to do these things. She laughed at my impression. That's awesome. I have more of those. Don't worry. I'm going to do them. No, so he tells me we're going to do a stress test. And he's like, no. We're just going to go for a little walk. I'm like, what do you mean, like on a treadmill or something? He's like, nope. And he hands me his grocery list. He sends me to Costco. Yeah, that's a stress test, let me tell you. Just trying to get through the damn parking lot, I almost had a heart attack. These people. And then when you get inside, people don't follow the rules of the road, man. There's nobody walking to the right and to the left. No, there are kamikaze pilots everywhere, just trying to run into your shit. And I can't stand it. Even my kid's yelling at people. He's like, oh, what are you doing? I'm playing bumper cars over here. I'm like, what are you yelling at, Mikey? He's like, those people pushing their cart with their eyes closed. And I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, no, those are just Asians, buddy. That's natural. Got to get in those stereotypes early, you know what I mean? Saskia was talking about $1,000 cats. I was like, that's really expensive Chinese food. I'm just saying. You know? No, but, I passed the stress test. Thank God they had a wine rack in Costco. I mean, that really was the savior right there. And, I came out of there with a freaking DUI. I'll tell you what. And then I come out, and when you're drunk and you're big, you sweat, and I'm like, whew, I stink a little bit. I need a shower, right? And then like 45 minutes later, pulling me out of the freaking car wash, I was like, yeah, my armpits smell like new car, all right. Got a little turtle wax on the undercarriage. I'm squeaky clean now. Yeah. No, I need to get my doctor back, though, man, because he's all excited because I joined Planet Fitness, and I am, too, because they do offer free food, by the way. That's right, Bagel Tuesdays and Pizza Fridays. Ask me how I know. Their whole philosophy behind it, though, is that, if you're going to eat the junk food at the gym, you're going to be more honest about it. Meanwhile, I'm in the back room just doing, like, pizza eating contests, right? I'm like, come on, Jeffrey, come on. You did 6 last week. You could do 7. Come on, no, come on. And then my other boys are like, no, he can't make it, man. I'm like, no, he weighed 3 pounds less this week. That man is hungry. Come on, Jeffrey, stuff your face. Just like that. That's where I would have put it. Yep. And, they're asking everybody questions when you first sign up. Like, we got a little group thing and whatnot. And they're like, oh, what are your plans for losing weight? Why do you want to lose weight? And one lady's like, oh, I just want to be a little healthier for my kids. And this one guy's like, I just want to get rid of a little beer gut. And they looked at me and said, well, Johnny, what's your goal? I was like, I just want to look good naked, right? Like, I just want to walk past that mirror and be like, oh, double take, hey, look at that. Instead of like, oh my God, is that a tumor? Like it happens, okay? When I wash all this in the shower, I no longer want to use a squeegee for a dump truck. I'm tired of it, okay? I use a lot of soap. I'm trying to be a little more economical, One of my friends suggested, because he knows I love freaking wings, man. I love wings, hot wings and all that stuff. And he's like, well, maybe instead of eating the chicken wings, you could do like cauliflower wings. And that's the last day I became friends with that motherfucker. I am not going to eat cauliflower wings. No, instead I'm going to call the cops, and once my file report is done, I'm going to kick your ass. I don't do cauliflower wings. Yeah. That shit's stupid. Yeah, see, exactly. She agrees. Thank God. Somebody's on my side, right? Who thinks cauliflower wings are a horrible idea? Anybody? Thank you. Good. Got some people on my side. So if anybody here is eating cauliflower wings, we're on to you, okay? Yeah, they're not wings. They're not. Like wings of a cancer tree or something. Like wings you're going to get from cauliflower. Ugh. Even the name cauliflower is disgusting. I hate it. Like, what are we talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Cauliflower. Was it like Arnold Schwarzenegger? He was like, cauliflower, I went vegan. I'm eating cauliflower in California. Yeah, no. Shut your ass up. Eat a steak. Be a man. That's the thing, though. When I eat, I have to have real meat in my mouth. You understand? I have to have meat in my mouth. Don't I'm not gay. I'm not gay. There's that one time I was 13, okay? Once. Give me a break. All right, listen. I'm just saying, I'm 38, and as you get older, sometimes your porn search history gets a little more interesting because you get worn out of the old stuff, right? It's kind of like when you're dating for a while. You get tired of each other, so you want to spice things up. Okay, maybe I looked up some gay stuff. Maybe, a little bit. Maybe. Might have involved midgets. That's all I'm saying. Listen, if you're going to really spice things up, I say go all the way. El Diablo, baby. Let's do it. Okay? Flames are high. Okay? Not that kind of flames, guys. Jesus, I'm not gay. I promise. Why did I go promise? All right, maybe I'm a little gay. It's all right. We're learning a lot about each other tonight, aren't we? This guy is number 1 on Google, and he's gay. That's right. No, yeah, I recently became a dad 5 years ago. That's cool, right? Any parents here? Oh, yeah, all right. You escaped too. Hell yeah, congratulations. Oh, my God, it is tiring trying to escape from that little kid, man. Holy crap. And let me tell you something. I am scared because he is just like me. I found this out during a parent-teacher conference recently. The teacher's like, you know, Michael has this impeccable timing in class that when everything is quiet after I'm done speaking, he'll say something in a funny voice and everybody laughs. And I'm thinking to myself, like, fuck yeah, he's got it, you know? Meanwhile, I'm feeling these two ice-cold daggers digging into my skull. And I turn over and it's my wife looking at me. And now the teacher's looking at me, right? She's like, uh-oh, someone's in trouble. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, I do stand-up comedy on the side. And she's like, oh, that's wonderful. Maybe teach your kid, you know, not to do that during class. I'm like, you go fuck yourself. He's got to stretch that muscle. Come on, Mikey, keep doing it. I had to give him a little talking to. I'm like, listen, do it when the substitute is there, okay? He had one today. He was sent home early, yeah. I'm so damn proud, let me tell you what. Yeah. We had to do potty training, you know, before he went to you know, kindergarten and whatnot, and boy, did I get a whole lot better from that. Yeah. I showed him the tricks of the trade. I'm like, listen, you want to impress mom? Keep the floor clean? Just piss in the shower. Yeah. Yeah. That's right. We save a lot of money on Cascade, let me tell you what. Yeah. Hey, wait, is Cascade the dishwasher, right? I don't know chemicals, you know what I mean? Gasoline, that's about it, baby. That's all that runs through my blood. No, yeah, you know, I've overhyped my son because, you know, I grew up in the 80s and 90s where, you know, everybody was like, oh, encourage your kids. And my parents meant smack the shit out of them, you know? That was my parents. Like, if you would have known my mom, you would have figured, like, oh, she's such a sweet lady. Yeah, piss her off. She turns into Joe Pesci, okay? Like, no joke. She used to come at me and my brother, like, she'd be like, Frankie, Johnny, I'm warning you. Don't fucking piss me off, all right? Quit pushing my fucking buttons. You know, and I'm like, whoa, Joe Pesci, we're like in Casino right now, you know what I mean? Y'all know that movie? You're all too young for that movie, aren't you? You don't like the violence at the end? I won't spoil it for you, it's good. It involves a baseball bat if you're in the sports. So, some of you will get that reference. No, but it's great, man, because, you know, having an older brother was cool with that situation because I just knew not to do the dumb things that he did because I would watch him get his ass kicked. Like, my mom would go from Joe Pesci to Hulk and flip a table on top of Frankie, right? And then she would shrink back down into Joe Pesci, and my brother would be like, oh, my God, I can't breathe. And my mom's like, oh, you crying now, Frankie, huh? Little girl crying? Wah, wah, you know? And then my dad would come around like Robert De Niro, and he'd be like, well, you know, you offended her a little bit, you know? Meanwhile, with my kid during potty training, I was like, well, who is the most influential man in my life? Who is the positive reinforcement in my life? And it was Bob Ross. Yeah, y'all remember Bob Ross? So if my son had a little accident, I'm like, that's okay, son, that's all right. You had a happy little accident here, a little pee on the bed. That's right, we're gonna take that yellow with our paintbrush. We're just gonna dab a nice happy little sun here. That's right, oh, happy sun. And then there was one day I come home from work and my wife is livid. She's like, oh yeah, Bob Ross, check out the finger painting your son left in the hallway. Oh, all right. That's all right. Bob Ross always got another brush, doesn't he? He's like, that's all right, son. We're going to dip the brush in the brown here. We're going to paint happy little trees here. That's right, happy little trees. You can do whatever you want. You can put a Kodiak bear there in the corner. Yeah, look at that. We're going to call this one the Stank Forest. That's right, Stank Forest. Now I've overhyped my son, though, because now anytime he goes potty by himself, he comes running out like a Donald Trump. Doesn't matter what we're doing. He's like, Mom, Dad, I just took the hugest poop anybody's ever seen. I'm like, Mikey, we're eating dinner. Come on, fake news. Look how tremendous this poo is. You can build a wall with that poo. Guaranteed. Yeah, man. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, just for you guys, because I'm appreciating you laughing, I'm going to keep continuing losing weight and getting healthy just for you guys. Because I love taking you guys away from the BS in life. You know what I mean? Because the other day, let me tell you something what's wrong with society. And this true story will inspire you. Okay? I walked out from Planet Fitness the other night after a good workout. I mean, I was masculine as all hell. I was grunting. I was sweating. I was choking down that pepperoni because it was hot. I mean, you know, it was a serious workout. And I go outside, and there's this couple testing the suspension in the back of a Ford Fiesta, okay? I mean, they're getting busy. And me, in my natural habitat, I turn into Steve Irwin. I'm like, crikey, let's get a closer look, you know? Because I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, this membership comes with free pizza. It comes from tanning beds. Which one came with pussy? Because I want that membership. So I go and ask them, and I knock on the window, and they're like, oh, what the hell are you doing here? And you know what's wrong with today's society, folks? Nobody wants to come together anymore. That's right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Johnny Jello. That is my time. Feel free to Google Johnny Jello, follow my Instagram, my Facebook, maybe even like some of my Pornhub searches. God bless you all.